Good morning, YouTube. Hey, everyone out there in survival land. How you doing? Oh, they're frisky. Oh, look at that. Look at them go. Now, these things ignite really quick. See how quick I just barely touched that. Hey, YouTube. Freedom for Kaz here. Hey, how's it going out there? I hope everyone's doing well. It was an interesting weekend, to say the least. It was the Rapture weekend, and obviously it didn't happen. I don't know if you were worried or not, but it was definitely in the back of my mind just a little bit. I wasn't too worried about it. I was actually more worried about a false flag event, because when people talk about, you know, this rapture is going to start and the earth is going to shake and this and that and the other, it's an excellent opportunity for a group like al-Qaida to just kind of do a false flag and really stir the pot a little bit. But other than that, it was a pretty relaxing weekend. My son and I went to the local carnival. We rode rides all day on Saturday, had a great day on Sunday. And it was just a wonderful weekend here in Michigan. It was a beautiful, warm, sunny weekend all weekend. Unlike the unfortunate ones in the Midwest who had those major tornadoes. But today's video is about survival. I'm going to do a video on water purification and a video on how to start a fire with the crossbow and the spindle system. So let's get started with that. I picked up a pencil filter here, and this is about 9 inches long or so, and this is a 2-stage water filter system, and it's a 2-micron straw that you drink from, and it comes in this little black sleeve right here. As you can see, this kind of comes off. It fits on there pretty snug, and then it kind of gives way there. And here it is. This is, like I said, it's about 9 inches long, and this is the spout end that goes into your mouth. And you obviously put this in your mouth, and this obviously goes into the source of your water, which can be a lake, a river, a stream, a pond. And the one thing that's really cool about this particular filter, it's a 2-stage filter, and this is open, this is closed. It's very simple. It's like a bottle cap almost, like a water, a drinking bottle. You kind of open and close. You guys get the idea. And this is where the filter system is, okay? This black thing right here, and it's got the white dot on the end, that is a ceramic end that is on the end of this filter here. Now, it's a 2-stage ceramic filter. There's actually another ceramic filter on the inside of this filter, and this filter comes out very easily. It's very snug and tight inside of this, so when you push it back in, you don't want to push it on the end. And I'm sure you can see the white dot on there, and there's another ceramic filter on the inside. You can see how there's a shoulder right here. It's very narrow, then there's a shoulder right there. And this is where the 2-micron 2 filter system, which is a ceramic system inside of this filter here. And then inside here, you can shake it, you can hear. There's a black filter on the inside of there. That is a charcoal filter for taste. And again, you just want to take this and just easily just push that in there, and then it goes in and it butts up on that shoulder right there. And then again, the drinking end that you put into the river, the lake, stream, pond, whatever, is just like that. Now, this is an emergency only filtration system. Now, the reason why I use the word emergency twice is because it's just that. Obviously, it's only about 9 inches long, so you got to get real close to the source of your water, okay? The second thing is, this is only good for 25 gallons, and then you got to swap out the filter. Okay, so again, this is for emergency only. If you're going to filter water, you might want to use your 2-micron system, your gravity flow system, which I've demonstrated in the past. You might want to use your Canadyne 2-micron pump system. You might want to boil the water. You might want to use your Just Drink water system. You might want to use the water purification tablets if you've got more time. This is an excellent tool to use if you're busting through the woods, something like that. It's real simple. Although, you know, it is a great product, it is made out of some inexpensive PVC, and it is kind of flimsy a little bit here and there. So what I went ahead and did is that I went and got some PVC, and I got 2 end caps here, and I just kind of end capped it like this, okay? And these aren't on there very hard. I mean, they're not going to come off by any means whatsoever. I mean, you know, they're on there pretty good, but they're not on there so tight that you need to, you know, get a chisel and hammer to get them off. So these ends come off, and this actually fits right in there, okay? And again, you know, this isn't going to be banging around a lot. It's not going to be doing a whole lot of you know, banging around inside your bug out bag, but this will definitely give it some stability inside your bug out bag, and that's definitely something that you want. I mean, you really want to have some stability when it's inside your bug out bag. So, and you don't want to bang it around too much, because the filter doesn't look like it's very strong, especially on the drinking end part of it here, and you don't want to knock it around too much. So again, this is for emergency only, and this is a great way to keep it in your bug out bag, because like I said, it does seem like it's a little on the flimsy side perhaps, but not really too bad. Something else that I created, again, moving on to making fire. On YouTube, I know a lot of you folks have seen the crossbow and spindle method about making fire. Now, this is a handle that would go on the spindle part as you take the bow and you turn the spindle back and forth, which would then, the spindle would be on your other plank, and then that's where you get your embers from. But I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where you get some guy who's got all these boards, and he's got a board on top of the spindle, and he's kind of moving around, and he's doing this and he's doing that. What this does is this makes it so much easier to just put this over your spindle and hold it like this, and then just do your crossbow back and forth. It is a pretty good size. This is 3/4 inch diameter, and you know, my whole index finger can fit in there without any problem. So that'd be a good size spindle. I mean, you're looking at like 3/4 of an inch size spindle. So there's only one catch I had to this, and I was like, you know, with this being, you know, inexpensive PVC, the end of this might get worn out by the spindle as you're applying pressure downward. So I thought about it. I was like, you know, if I could get a piece of steel in there, that would be a great help, because then that steel wouldn't wear down the PVC and eventually poke through the end of your spindle holder here. So what I did is I found an electrical outlet box, okay, and ironically enough, the hole is the exact same size as the PVC. So what I did was I pushed that through. I already did that, and here I've got the piece that goes there, and I simply take that out and put this in the end of the cap, and I get it all lined up so it's laying in there flat, and then I just take this, push it down there. I'm going to tap it on the table here, and there you go. You have it in there. Now I've got my piece of steel in the end there, and it's not going to move around. It's not going to come out. It's perfectly in line with the end of the cap here. So now I can put my spindle in there, and I'm not afraid to wear the end of my PVC. So it's not going to break through. I got that piece of steel in there, so now I can put this over my spindle. I can use my bow to create a fire, and again, this was really inexpensive. I think 6 feet of this 3/4 PVC was like $2, and each end cap was 35 cents, and each electrical outlet box was 83 cents, and there's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of these caps that you can push through here that are in the box there. As you can see, I'm pushing this one through right there. There's 10 of these for 83 cents, so that's like 9, you know, plus tax, like 9 cents for that little piece of metal, and again, it could save your life. The same thing with this here. These end caps were 56 cents a piece, and this is 1-inch PVC, and I think that this piece might have been $3 for a 6-foot piece. So again, really cheap, inexpensive ways to add to your bug out bag. Great way to make fire and emergency water filtration system. So there you have it, folks.